Hello everyone, welcome to the channel DEVOPS-TECHSTACK. I hope you all are doing great and fine. Talking about the DevOps Bootcamp series in our last video from this playlist, we discussed all about virtual machines and how major cloud providers are using this technology to serve multiple users, so that companies need not to require to maintain the cost of physical servers and data centers. As I informed earlier also that we will create our Linux machines on AWS Cloud so that we will not be get into any issues related to machine configurations and all the commands shown by me should work for all of us. Disclaimer here is that we will not get into deep dive of AWS Cloud as that we will cover in our later lectures. For now, we are just using AWS Cloud to provision Linux servers. Now, without any further delay, let's quickly get started. Agenda for today's video is to first create an account on AWS Cloud. Secondly, launch our first Linux servers, and at last, we will see how to connect with that particular machine. Very first thing is how to create an account on AWS Cloud. As I already have my account there, so I will quickly go through the process for your convenience. It's pretty easy like how you create your Gmail account. When we create our account for the first time on AWS Cloud, it asks for the credit card information. It is just for the security purpose and nothing to worry about. Whenever we will launch a machine on AWS Cloud, we will select the free tier eligible ones and also with less configuration so that we will not be charged for the same. Also, this I will show when I will launch our first machine on AWS. Also, once our lab is done, we will destroy that machine and create a new one whenever required, so that we will not be charged for any machines created on the AWS cloud. To sign up for the first time on AWS cloud, go to the link https://aws.amazon.com. Now click on create an AWS account. Here you will see a new page asking for your email address under account name. Let's enter the email address. Email address is just your Gmail address. The next is the account name. Account name is just your name or some random name. Let's say I am entering DevOps-demo. Then click on the verify email address. It will send a verification link on your Gmail. You need to click on that link and verify the account. Once the link is verified, in the next page, it will ask for your detail like your name, mobile number, and your credit card information. You can provide those details and your account is ready for use. This is just like how we create a new account for the Amazon online site. So once your account has been created after entering the password, Gmail account, everything, then you can log in into the existing AWS account. Click here. Here you need to write the same email address which you have used while creating the account and then click on the next option and it will ask for the password. You need to enter the same password which you have set during creating the account for the AWS cloud. And then you are ready to go and your AWS cloud page will open and you can provision a new Linux server over there. I hope till this point you are very clear and we will get into the next topic, that is how to provision a Linux server on AWS cloud. So once you have created your account in AWS Cloud, we will sign up into the AWS Cloud and we will land up into this particular page. And here we will start creating our Amazon EC2 instance. So what is Amazon EC2 instance? It is nothing but a virtual server in Amazon Web Services. It stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is actually a web service where an AWS subscriber like you have just created an account can request and provision a compute server in AWS Cloud. So to create an Amazon EC2 instance, we need to click on the services and then the compute tab. Here you will see the EC2. Click on the EC2 option. This will launch the dashboard for EC2 and currently you see there is no instances running over this account. On the top right corner of the EC2 dashboard, we will see the AWS region where we want to provision our EC2 server. For now, I have selected the Ohio region. We have these many regions where we can create our EC2 instance. For now, we will just click on the launch instance option. The very first thing which we will provide is the name for our EC2 instance. Let's say I am giving it as a name as a DevOps demo. The next thing is AMI. What is basically a AMI? It is a template, basically the operating system platform, which you can use as a base to create your instance. It can either be a CentOS image or Ubuntu image or Amazon Linux server. This all as we have discussed in our previous lectures of DevOps Bootcamp playlist. Once you launch an EC2 instance from your preferred AMI, the instance will automatically be booted with that desired OS. So for now, I am selecting the Amazon Linux servers. We can also select Ubuntu, macOS, Windows, Red Hat Linux, anything we can select. But for now, I am just selecting the Amazon Linux. In the next section, we need to select the instance type. What is basically the instance type? It will basically let you decide how much CPU you need, how much memory you need, all those kind of details we can select based on the instance type. Like for example, if I'm selecting T2.micro instance type, I am getting one CPU and 1 GB of memory. And the best part is that this particular instance type is also eligible for the free tier. So we can select this particular instance type. Now here we need to decide how many number of EC2 instance we want to launch with this particular instance. We can provision up to 20 instances at a time. But for our case, it is just for testing purpose. So we will just create one particular instance. In the next step, we will be asked to create a key pair to log into your particular instance. A key pair is actually a set of public and private key. AWS stores the private key in the instance and you are asked to download the private key. Make sure you download that particular key and keep it safe and secured. If it lost, you cannot download it again. First, we will click on create new key pair. Then give a name to your key. Let's say I am giving the name as DEVOPS-demo-test. And then we will click on create new key pair. So by default, your key will also be downloaded in your local machine, which we will see later how to use it to log into your instances. Once your key is downloaded, we will select that particular key in the key pair name. Also make sure you keep this particular key safe so that next time whenever we will create a new EC2 instance, we will select this particular key only for logging into the EC2 instance. Now we have few more sections also, like what are network settings, what are firewall rules, what are the storage options. All those things I will not get into deep dive as of now. Once we will learn all those concepts in a Linux machine, I will show you how it all works in the AWS also. And finally, we will click on the launch instance. Now click on the view all instances and you will see that this instance is now in pending state. Wait for it to be in the running state. As you can see, now the instance is in running state. We can log in into this instance using the SSH. I will show you how to do that. Now the very first thing is we will try to log in into the EC2 machine in Mac. For that, we will have a SSH protocol that allow our local computer to connect with another machine. All this SSH protocol concept we will see in the networking section in more detail. For now, we will just open this particular instance or select this instance. Click on the connect option. You will see here the SSH client tab. Here you need to have one command which will allow to log in into this particular instance using the SSH protocol. So first you need to open your terminal. This is our terminal. And inside the downloads folder, I have downloaded this key as I have shown previously also. This is the particular private key that we will use to log in into the EC2 machine. Now first you need to give the permission to this particular PEM key. We will copy this particular command. This chmod command in detail we will see in our next lectures. Just paste that command. After the proper permission has been given, you need to copy the next command. This is the next command. You just copy this, paste it over here. So what we are doing in this command is the first one is the SSH protocol. After that, we have -i argument. In that, we are passing the private key name. After that, we have the EC2 user. This is the username with which we are connecting to our EC2 instance. After that, we have @ which is the separator. And then this is the host name for this particular machine for our EC2 instance. Now click enter. Just type yes. Now, as you can see, now we are inside the shell of the EC2 instance. So this way I have shown for all the people who are using a Mac system. But I know most of you will be having a Windows machine. So to log in into the EC2 instance, we need to download the Putty software in the Windows machine. I can't show that particular demo as I don't have a Windows machine, but I will go through one block for your understanding. I will share this particular link in the description. You can go through it and accordingly you can download the Putty software and configure it to log into your particular EC2 instance. We will quickly go through this particular block. The very first thing which you need to do is to install a Putty software in your Windows machine. This is the download page for your Putty. You need to download it here. You need to click on download it here option. Once your Putty software is downloaded in your Windows machine, you need to follow the next sections. After that, what you need to do is the PEM key which you have downloaded in your local system, you need to convert it into .ppk file using the puttygen. Once you download the Putty software, it will give you a tool as puttygen. You need to open that puttygen tool by going into the start menu. There you can choose all programs. Under that you will find the puttygen. After that you need to click on this RSA option. Here you need to select all files option and then you need to select your .pemkey file. After that you will see the option to save that particular file, and puttygen tool will by default save that file as a .ppk file extension. Once this file has been downloaded, what you need to do is you need to open the Putty from the start. From the start menu, again open the Putty software. What you need to do here is you need to pass the host name. This is the host name which you need to pass over here. Then SSH always connect on the port 22. So here you need to write the port 22. It will be by default. After that, in the category section, you need to click on the connection and there you have option as SSH. In SSH, you need to pass your ppk file which we just converted using the puttygen tool, that you need to pass, and then you finally need to click on the open section. Once you have clicked on open, you will see that you are connected to the EC2 instance. I hope this video was pretty useful for you as we are going through the very basics till advanced in the DevOps Bootcamp playlist. See you in my next video where we will understand all the Linux concepts which we need to know as a DevOps engineer. And also we will do all of them practically. Guys, also I'm planning that with all the Linux concepts, I will parallelly take real-time shell scripting course also. Do let me know in the comment section how is this idea. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel DevOps Tech Stack, and you can connect with me on Insta too. Thank you.